3 nights ago, I had a dream, and in the morning, I told my wife every little detail about it, and she put it into AI to see what it meant. One line came back, and neither of us could shake it. The protection became the trap. We both just sat there for a second because it was right. And let me take you back to the actual dream. We were on holidays in a holiday villa. Me, my wife, my 2 boys, 1 3-year-old and 1 10-month-old. We were at the pool. It was warm, it was well lit, my kids were laughing, it was calm, relaxed, nothing to worry about. My wife did notice that there was a few cracked tiles at the bottom of the pool that looked a little bit unsafe. So she wrapped a towel around them quite tightly across the base to make it a soft padding for protection, to protect our kids' feet. My eldest then looked at me and said, "Daddy, Daddy, jump in." So I dived in. I go down and I feel myself slide underneath the towels and I'm stuck. I can't move forward, I can't go back, and I can't really push myself up either because I'm pushing against my own weight. And I remember seeing my wife as I jumped into the pool on the far side of the pool. She was reading a book and she didn't look up and she didn't see me go under. The kids are too young to realize that anything was wrong. And in the dream, I know exactly where I stand. I've got about 40 seconds of air left. And if I panic, I'll probably have less. So I don't panic. I just start to work the problem. There's no villain in this, there's no chaos. It's just me, the weight, and the clock. And then I wake up. I'm not gasping for air, I'm not afraid. I just wake up and I start thinking, and I start really thinking about this dream. I told my wife everything about it in the morning. The pool, the towels, diving in, the 40 seconds. So she typed it all into AI. And what came back was quite detailed, very detailed actually. It talked about responsibility, provider pressure, the stress of starting all over again in a new country, and that identity tied into performance, and feeling kind of submerged while everything else on the surface looked fine. And then there was this line that came up: the protection became the trap. The towels that were actually put there to make everything a bit safer were the exact things that were actually holding me down. And here's where my head went on this as well. We've moved countries, we've new roles, we've new networks that we're trying to build, and we're on new footings all over again. From the outside, everything looks stable, calm and handled. But underneath all this, there's this quiet kind of script running in my head mainly, especially maybe for a man this might resonate, or a father or someone that has ambition. Hold it all together. Don't fail, figure it out. Don't let it be anyone else's problem. And I suppose no one asked me to carry all this alone, but I do. And it was this line in the dream that actually resonated with me as well. If I push up, I'm pushing up against my own weight. The pressure that I was actually fighting wasn't the weight of the water in the pool. It wasn't even the towels. It was me. And here's what that told me, and what made it very evident to me as well. When I was stuck under the water, I wasn't actually scared in the dream. I was actually scared of leaving my kids without a father. Not dying, just leaving them without a father. And that's the real fear of it. It's not failure, it's not having money, it's not how things look. It's just disappearing while trying to hold everything together, quietly enough that no one actually sees the strain. So when I catch myself now adding another layer, or adding another system or a safeguard, another way to handle it, I ask myself one question: is this protecting me, or is this just another towel? Is this stress I'm adding on in my own mind? This dream actually showed me that the mental protections that one places on oneself like I can't do X because of Y, that self-protection of identity don't serve me anymore. And they're actually causing me to drown. It showed me that stress was self-imposed and I can remove it at any time, just like I can remove those towels at any time. And those towels were put there for protection, but they weren't doing that. If you've ever kind of woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning and are wide awake and have woken from a dream, what's your body telling you?